Hi guys, George from Cyprus Insight, and we've had some problems with our pool. We've had some dirt in it and all sorts of bits and pieces going on, so I've been experimenting with different ways of resolving the problems. So guys, this is what we want to make. This is our Dragonfly. There he is. Oops, fell down. Let me pick him up. There's the Dragonfly. You've got him. There's his eyes, his little nose. Okay, and that's going to be the water feature in our garden, and we're going to make an identical one now. So I've got the metal. Let's put him down, make sure he don't fall. And we've got the flat metal here. We picked up some flat metal the other day. There it is, and we'll bend that metal and make the wings first over on the worktop, and then we'll work from there, shall we guys? Right, I'll come back to you once I've bent the wings up. So guys, I'm slowly bending the metal, there it is, by hand, so I can get the right curves of the wings. That's better. You can see it now, can't you guys? There's the Dragonfly. Now you can see that the body here is made up with 3 different pipes welded together, and the eyes are great big bolts. So we'll weld up some pipe, some scrap pipe here. You can see 3 pieces, and that'll make up the body and down towards the tail. Okay, we'll weld that up, and we need to find some rebar. There's the rebar, and that makes up the tail. Can you see it going up? Okay, so let's go and find some rebar amongst all this junk. So now you can see the 3 bars, and then you can see the rebar coming up. That's the tail. Okay, so we'll weld them together, and then we've got the body and the tail to work with. I've cut out the Dragonfly's wings, and they need to be welded together as well, and then we'll put everything and the eyes and weld everything up together to make the Dragonfly. There he is, our end result. So we've just finished welding up the Dragonfly, and this is its raw state before it's painted. You can see their bolts for eyes, and then we've got some rebar here for its legs and tail, and its body is made up with 3 different pipes, and there's its mouth. That's a bit of angle iron, and its nose, see, and this is sitting on a round bar, and that round bar can be put onto another bar to be fitted where you like. So we've cut out some leaves, there they are, out of metal. We've just bent them round a bit. Right, and I bought these rings from the DIY shop, and we'll go inside in a minute and I'll show you what they're for. So there's the Dragonfly we made the other day. Very noisy around here. As I said, there's the Dragonfly we made the other day, and that's been sprayed. there's the raw product, the leaves, and I'm going to go inside for a minute and show you the bamboo. There's the bamboo, and I've temporarily welded it here on this RSJ. There we are. And I'm going to attach the leaves. There we are. I'm going to attach the leaves that we are making here with the rings to the bamboo. So here we are. There's the Dragonfly, the one that's already painted, and there's the bamboo. See, and we're going to paint that now. We'll take it round the side and paint the bamboo. So here we are. It's on the trestles at the moment, and there's the bamboo. There we go. Leaves and the Dragonfly. You see. Now I've sprayed the bamboo. It's bright green at the moment, and now everything else has got to be done by hand, guys. We're going to give this Dragonfly a bit more paint on the bottom. It's a bit of overspray on the green, but it doesn't matter. We've got it taped up at the moment. We're going to wait until it's dry tomorrow. So guys, we finally brought the Dragonfly home with the bamboo. There it is there. See, it's going across to the pump house. And the pump house, I'll show you in a minute what we've done, how we built the pump house. Let's go on to the Dragonfly first. There it is, buzzing on top of the pool. Can you see it? Now what we're going to try and do, we're going to pass a pipe through the metal bamboo round into the pump house. So guys, we're carrying on with our Dragonfly theme. There's the Dragonflies up there. We'll come back to them in a minute. Right, so we've made our pool cupboard. These are some old doors that a friend of mine gave me, and I've cut them down as I've explained before, and I've made a new cupboard. So there we are. We'll have a look in the cupboard. There we go. These open up, so that's quite easy to get into the cupboard. So inside the cupboard we've got two pumps now going. There's one and the other one's there, and two sand filters. Now this sand filter here I've got going on this pump here, which is quite powerful. Now coming out of the sand filter is a 5 centimetre or 50mm pipe, and then it goes down to a 20mm pipe, and that gets fed to the Dragonfly, which is just here. There's the Dragonfly. Right, now guys, what happened, and I predicted this was going to happen, is that the pump was too powerful for that one pipe coming out. So what I've done, I've made yet another Dragonfly just up there, and we haven't painted it yet. We've just put a bit of undercoat on it, stop it from rusting, and I'll show you that once it's painted. And then we're going to run a second pipe around. Okay, and the second pipe is going to go on the top here, the sand filter. That's not going to be filtered water, but it doesn't matter. And then that's going to go and relieve the high pressure in here. So we've got two pipes coming out, one at the top and one coming out from the sand on the below. So that's that. Now let's go to the car park area. So now we're going to make a separate pool hoover. Okay, so I've gone out and bought some galvanized steel, 2.5 centimeters square, and I've made a trolley. There it is. So I had some old decking, and some wheels, and we've got the trolley here. Okay, and this is where the hose is going to be wrapped around, keep it tidy, but I'll show you that once it's all done. We've got a brand new pump, and then as we go around I can show you bits and pieces that we're going to put on. There's some soil pipe and some bends. That's the pipe for the swimming pool, and we've got a sock. Okay, this is a filter sock for swimming pools. Right, so we've got all these bits and pieces, so I'll get on assembling it and then I'll show you the end result. Okay, so we've been back to the DIY shop to pick up some more pipe because I'm going to make another one of these, and we'll do that, put that on the other side and fix the pump up. So the dragonflies are now working. There. It's quite good, guys, because the skimmer that is taking the water from is the furthest one down there, and the jets of water pushing all the muck into that skimmer, so that's working really well at the moment. Now we have to paint the second dragonfly and the bamboo and touch up the first dragonfly. We'll be doing that another day. And we've got the hoover all covered up at the moment. There's the hoover covered up, and I'm going to try and attempt to start that up in a minute and see if it works. Okay, success, guys. There's the mobile hoover working. So it's sucking up the water here from the hoover in the pool, is down there. It's taking it up through this tip in here, and it's dumping it in these barrels or these big pipes, and in the one of the pipes I've got a sock, and I've got to make another sock for the other pipe. See? And then it goes through the sock and out back into the pool. You see? Let me show you from a distance. Let's go around this way. There it is, working fine. And I've just tested the hoover. There it is, and it's sucking up nicely. It's very, very strong. There we are, you see. There we go. Now I'm not going to do all the pool because it's only got one sock at the moment, one filter sock, and I'm hoping to make or buy another filter sock, so that'll be next week. We'll get another filter sock made up, and when I switch it off, the water should stay in the pump. So it's primed up, ready for next time. Okay guys, we finally finished the dragonflies, and we've made 3 of them, all from recycled materials. There's one there, one further up, and one here. Now the reason we made these dragonflies is because I wanted to somehow get the water from the pump house, which is there, to the pool. I didn't want to dig up the concrete, so I decided to make these metal bamboos going across with the dragonflies on them, and inside the metal tubing is some pipe. Now it's not ideal to have this going on all day, a bit noisy, and that's why I've got the other skimmer here and the bottom drain working separately on another pump and filter. We'll open up and show you that. There it is. There's the second pump and the second filter. So if you didn't want the water feature going, you can always switch on the second pump. So here's the hoover, goes to the bottom of the pool with a big pole, and what I do is I'll put the pipe into the water and fill it up with water so it's primed up, and then switch on the pump. Right, so as you can see, there's the pole and the hoover attachment down below. We've got to still do the top of the pool, and you can see the hoover working. We'll get a bit closer, it's a little bit loud. Okay, so here we are. There's the clean water going back into the pool through the big pipes, and we can see the water being sucked up here from the hoover. Yeah. Sucked into this tube, into the filter, and then thrown out from the pump up, diverted into the two socks, one there and one there. And then when I finish, guys, I'll show you how I'm going to clean the socks. So it's really simple idea. We've got two massive pipes, they're waste pipe. So the reason I used the big pipes is because I wanted a large sock. There's a large sock there, and once the sock becomes clogged up with debris, the water level might go up. So I'm hoping this sock can stay there for 2 or 3 cleans, and then what I do is I'll just take the socks out, clean them out, perhaps put them in the washing machine, and back in it goes. So all the dirty water from the pool just goes into the 2 socks, doesn't go into your filters. So now I'll hoover all the rubbish out, and then I'll show you the result. Well, it's going really well. The suction is amazing. It's taking me minutes to suck out all this rubbish from the pool. It's really powerful. You can feel the suction. It's just taking everything up, and you don't have to worry if you pick up any abnormal debris like clothes pegs by mistake, because it'll go through the tube, or if it gets stuck in that tube, you can always take the tube out, and then it'll go into the filter. Just drop that there. It'll go into the filter, as I say, and it won't go into the pump or anything like that, or into the pipes that run underground. Now, one thing I have changed, guys, is I've got the proper filter sock there, and that's running really well. Changed the other sock that I made into this thinner one, and that's much better. So it's all experimental. Now this is quite a thick sock, and if that gets filled up with water too fast because of the debris, I'll have to make some of these socks that are a little bit thinner. Or of course I can put a valve here and slow the water pressure down a little bit. Well, we'll see how we get on after our pool clean. Okay, so our experiments worked really well, and what we're going to do, guys, we're going to stick to the proper filter socks. There it is, the filter sock, and we're going to put a valve here and slow the flow of water down a little bit because it gets overwhelmed. There's too much water going through this pipe, so we're going to put a valve there, slow the water down a little bit, and we'll get another sock. So we've got 2 socks, but that's working really well at the moment. So we're really pleased with our water feature, our Dragonfly. There it is, and we'll put that on, clean out the pool. There it is. So guys, we finally finished our swimming pool pump house, and we've got our filters working really well. It's all looking great. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if there's somewhere you'd like me to go, put it in the comments below.